Hello, beautiful souls. Let's get started in our child's pose. We're going to bring our knees to the outer edges of our mat, toes to touch, and then reach your fingertips forward. Take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose as you reach your fingertips towards the mat. Feeling a nice hip opening stretch as well. A little stretch in your shoulders. Take another breath in and out. And then coming up into your tabletop position, we're going to start to warm up the hips by bringing the right knee out to the side to start, up and around. So it's like we're making big circles with that right leg, trying to bring the knee out to the side as much as we can, up and around. Pulling the belly in, keeping your shoulders square. Your gaze is just looking between your hands. And we're really squeezing that right glute as we lift up. So out to the side, up and around, side, up and around. And then we're going to straighten that right leg. Lift, 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 pushing your hands into the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Feel this in the lower back. And then bring that right knee in towards the chest. Hug it in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then dropping that right knee down, we're going to slide the left leg all the way back. Little hip opening stretch to start. You could bring your hands a little bit forward. You could bring the foot a little bit to the left as well, sort of a pigeon variation. And then exhale, we're going to roll all the way down. Just take a moment melting over that right leg. Make sure you're not rolling that right hip over to the side. Stay centered on your mat. And then pushing yourself up, give yourself a little stretch. Tuck the back toe, come into a high plank position. Holding your high plank, pull the belly in. Let's start to awaken the core and the legs. Take a breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You have an option to drop the knees. Good. And then everybody's going to drop the knees down. And we're going to switch sides. So taking that left knee out to the side, up and around. Really engaging the core here too. Pull the belly in, navel to spine. As we lift the knee, painting big circles. Squeezing the left glute this time. And then extend the left leg. Have your elbows straight, chest forward, heart forward, and then bend the left knee in towards the chest, squeeze it in, drop the left knee, and just slide the right leg back this time. You push your hands into the mat, little back bend stretch, and then melting forward over the left leg, taking a pause here, maybe closing your eyes. Staying centered on your mat. And then pushing your hands into the mat as you lift yourself up, tucking the right toe, sending the left leg back, come back into your high plank position, and then we're just going to pedal out the feet as we bring our hips up high to our first downward facing dog. Feel your palms into the mat, pushing away, lifting your hips up nice and high. Heels are heavy. You could have a little micro bend in your elbows and knees. Just create a little bit of movement here to start. Maybe your hips want to sway side to side. Take a nice, beautiful breath in and out. Good, and then we're going to lower the knees all the way back down to our mat. And we're going to drop the belly. Inhale, look up, a little cat-cow. Exhale into your cat. Bring the chin into the chest. And then drop the belly. Inhale, look up one more time. Exhale, chin to chest. Moving on to our side plank variation. You're going to take your right leg, pivot it out to the side 90 degrees, extend the left, and then bringing the left arm up. Reach towards the ceiling, push your hips forward. And then that left arm reaches up over towards your head. Take a nice breath here. Beautiful side stretch. And then we're going to have that left arm guide us all the way up, come up center, and then reach towards that extended leg, reaching the arm up. And then try to reach over your head towards that left foot. Take a breath. And then coming back up to center, onto your knees, we're going to switch sides. So take the opposite leg, extend it out, placing the left hand down, right arm up. And then you could reach the right arm up over the head, pushing your hips forward. Right arm guides you as you come all the way up. We're using our core strength as well as we do this, reaching towards our right foot, reaching the left arm up, and then over the head. Good. Coming back to center, come back into your tabletop position, and then tuck your toes into your downward facing dog. Right away, we're going to lift our right leg up, three-legged dog, and then bend the right knee. Let's open up the hip. Both heels are heavy. Give me your shoulders square. Really lifting that right knee up. You do even like a little pulse. Lifting that right knee up. Good, and then lower the right leg down, switching sides. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog, and then right away bend the knee, open up the hip, both heels heavy. Another breath in and out. Always conscious with our breath, with every movement. Good, lower the left leg down. We're going to drop those knees to hover in our bear pose, pulling the belly in. And then dropping down onto our knees once more, going in for a little deeper hip opening stretch here. So we're going to extend the left leg out, and then we're going to widen this pose so you can bring the knee out to the side. So maybe you're just here. Maybe you feel a nice stretch here, and you can sink a little bit further back onto your heels or onto your heel, or you can come down a little bit more, and then maybe you're down onto your elbows. Or you want to reach forward. A little movement here, side to side. And if you have those blocks, if you have blocks, you can come up onto your blocks. Just take a moment to open up your hips. Breathe, relax. With every breath, letting your nervous system know that it's okay to let go. Relaxing those muscles. Good, and then come up onto your hands, and then we're switching sides. So bring the knees together to start, and then your right leg is going to extend. And just do this in little micro movements. How does this feel here? Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you can come a little bit lower, shift the body forward and back. We're all going to have different hip mobility. This is when we get to explore our body and see what it could do. And then you can sit back onto your heel, coming up onto a block, or reaching your hands forward. Good, and then coming back up, and then come back into your tabletop position, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's take one breath here. And then rolling forward into our high plank position once more. And we're just going to dip our hips down, come into an upward facing dog. So you can bring your feet a little bit wider apart for this first upward facing dog. And then just shift your hips from side to side, shoulders away from the ears. Maybe looking up, heart forward, chest forward. And then lower all the way down to your mat. Let's push up for baby cobra. We'll do this 3 times. So pushing your hands into the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. And then lower the hands, tuck the toes, push up to your downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward dog. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, jump, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. So we're bringing the palms of your hands just up onto your shins. Roll the shoulders back. Chest forward, heart forward. And then exhale into your fold. Let's start by reaching your fingertips forward and bringing your feet hip distance apart. Grabbing your elbows, sway from side to side into your ragdoll. Another beautiful moment to pause and connect with your breath. Hips are high. You could have a little bend in the knees. Give your head a little bit of a shake, yes and no. Good, and then place your hands down on the mat, bend the knees, and one vertebra at a time. This can feel really nice, one vertebra at a time. We're just gonna roll up, roll up, roll up into a standing position. On the inhale, look up, reach up towards the ceiling or sky as you push your hips forward, interlace your hands, maybe a little back bend. Deep breath in. And then bring your hands to heart center. Take a little pause in your mountain pose. Get connected with your feet. Feel the 3 mounds of your feet. The mound of the big toe, the small toes, and the heels. Tucking the pelvis, pelvic bone down, tailbone up. Come back to your breath. Good, place your hands onto your hips. We're gonna lift our right leg up, so working on a little bit of balance here as you bring your right knee in towards the chest, flex the foot. And we're just gonna step it back, warrior 2. Bringing the arms out to the side, bending the front knee, looking over our hand, our left hand, bend a little bit deeper. Try to get that 90-degree angle with that leg. You want that knee out to the side. And then flip the palms, inhale, reach all the way up. Deep breath in as you straighten that front leg, stretch up. Exhale, lower down. And then extended side angle, elbow to knee, arm comes up and over the head. Again, bending a little bit deeper. Take a pause to smile, reach, look up. And then coming back into your warrior 2. And we're gonna come into our peaceful warrior. So bring the arm up, reach back. Option to wrap that hand, or try to reach the front leg. Give yourself a little wrap. Come back into your warrior 2. Flip the palms, inhale, reach all the way up, deep breath in. Pivot the foot as you come into your wide-legged forward fold. Drop the head down, bending the knees. Let's just sway from side to side. Connecting with your breath. Maybe lifting one foot and the other. Coming up onto your heels. Good, and then have both feet grounded. Straightening your legs this time. Bring your arms out to the side, in for a twist. Dropping your left hand down. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, twisting at the waist. And then dropping the hand down. Left arm goes up. You could look up towards the side wall or the ceiling. Exhale as you lower. Bring your arms out to the side. Nice little stretch here and strengthening in the back. And they're just going to do a little bit of movement here as you reach one arm up, forward. Almost like we're swimming. Reach, reach, reach. And then hands to your waist and roll yourself back up. Bend the knees, inhale. We're coming into a warrior 2 on the other side. So pointing the opposite foot, the right foot, towards the top of the mat. Bending down a little bit deeper, relax the shoulders. Knee out to the side. And the knee should be over the ankle. Back leg is straight. The knee a little bit deeper. And then bring the elbow to knee, bring the arm up and over for an extended side angle. Pause, breathe. Coming all the way back up into your warrior 2, into our peaceful warrior, reaching the arm up and back. or a reverse warrior. Keep that front knee bent. Coming back into your warrior two. Flipping both palms, inhale, reach all the way up as you straighten that front leg. Deep breath in. Pivot the foot. Come back down into your wide-legged forward fold. Now, if you're not touching the mat, maybe bring your legs a little bit wider apart so you can reach. And then we're just going to grab onto our knees, our shins, or our ankles, or our feet, pulling ourselves in a little bit closer. If the headstand is in your practice, this is one where you can place your head down and then lift your legs up. If not, you're pulling yourself deeper into this fold. Reach your fingertips forward. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to bring both hands towards the top of the mat, picking up the right foot into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees, step back into your high plank position, one foot in the other. Holding your high plank. Pull the belly in. And then drop the knees, arch the back, chest and chin lower down to the mat. Pushing up to your upward facing dog or cobra on inhale. And then lifting those hips up high for your downward facing dog exhale. Take a breath in and out. Let's do that flow. One more time, lifting the heels up, bend the knees, walk, jump, or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, rise to stand. Reaching all the way up, push your hips forward, interlace your fingers, and then swan dive all the way down into your fold, stepping back into your high plank position, one foot in the other. On your knees or toes, chaturanga down. Pushing up to your upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Bring your feet a little bit wider apart, pushing your hands into the mat. Make sure your hips are high here. And then we're going to take our left hand, try to reach your right ankle. Look up towards your right armpit. And then switch sides. Right hand reaches behind the calf or the ankle, looking under your left armpit. Then reaching your right arm forward. We're going to bring our toes to touch, roll into your high plank position, and drop the knees. Sit back onto the heels as you come up onto your toes. Bring the shoulders back, or the elbows back, shoulders back. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Coming into our puppy pose, we're going to reach our fingertips forward, hips are high. Another beautiful shoulder stretch. And then option to release your forearms down, hands into prayer, just over your head. Good, reaching your fingertips forward, your hands forward, come into your downward facing dog, and then lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, jump, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, rise to stand. Inhale, reach all the way up. Hands to heart center. Take a little pause in your mountain pose. Now coming into a little bit of balance, so find a spot that you could look at and stare at, help with your balance. We're going to step our left foot forward, point our right back. And we're going to come into our airplane pose to crescent lunge. So start with your shoulders back, and then you're lifting your right leg, bringing the chest forward, little micro movements. And then lift the right leg up as high as you can. Bend the supporting leg, drop the toes back. Inhale, lift up to your crescent lunge. And this is where we stay in this beautiful, strong pose. Connect back with our breath. Bend the front knee. You can have a little micro bend in that back leg, bringing the pelvis in. Good. Relaxing your face, your jaw, palms facing in. And then peel the body open, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, drop the back hand, come into your reverse triangle, reaching up and back. And then we're going to cartwheel the arms down, bring them on either side of the right foot, and just keeping both legs straight here, you're going to try to melt over your left leg. Take a breath. And then bend the left knee, come into a runner's lunge, right leg is straight. Good, do a little bit of movement forward and back. And then drop the right knee, release the toe. Walk your hands back for your half split, keeping your hips square. Always option to have those beautiful, helpful blocks. Nothing wrong with them. Good, keeping your left toes lifted towards the ceiling. Keeping your left toes pointed towards the ceiling. Take a breath in, melt over the left leg. Connect back with your breath. A little bit of surrendering into this pose, a little bit of softness. Good, and then bend the left knee. Come into a low lunge. So now we have our right leg down, right knee on the floor. Both hands come below the left knee. Push back, lift up. And relaxing the shoulders, feeling really heavy here. Beautiful opening in the hips. Good, place both hands down on the mat. The left arm is going to reach all the way up and behind you. You're going to try to reach towards that right foot. We're twisting the lunge. And then option to pick up the right foot, grab the top of the right foot, and then bring it in a little bit closer to your hips. Breathe. Good. And releasing the right leg. Come back up into your runner's lunge. And then stepping the left foot back, come into your high plank position. And then just pedal out the feet, bending one knee and the other, come back into your downward facing dog. Take a nice breath here. Let's have some stillness to our downward dog. Good. Lift the hips up high. And then bend the knees, walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Lower down. Bend the knees, rise to stand. Reaching all the way up. And then we're going to switch sides. Now our right foot is forward, left leg back. The left leg back, and then coming forward. Lifting that left leg up towards the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. And then bend the supporting leg. Drop the toes down, lifting up into your crescent lunge. Bend that front leg. Hold. So much strength. Finding a little bit of strength in the silence. And a little bit deeper into that front knee. And then peel the body open into your warrior two. Straightening the front leg, drop the back hand, reverse triangle, up and back. And then coming forward, we're going to cartwheel the arms down, keeping that right leg straight. It's like a wide triangle pose, pyramid pose. And then bending the front leg, coming into our runner's lunge. Chest forward, heart forward, a little bit of movement as we open up the hips. And then dropping the back knee, release the toe, walk your hands back. Right toes are lifted, straightening that right leg into your half split. This is where we could drop the head down, surrender, relax. Focusing on bringing the lower abdomen closer, lower belly towards the leg. And then walk your hands forward as you bend that front leg, keeping the left knee down, placing both hands just below the right knee, lifting up, low lunge, shoulders away from the ears, just relax. You're looking up. Good, and then we're gonna place our hands down. The right arm lifts up and back. Try to grab the top of the left foot this time. Maybe the right knee falls a little bit to the side. That's okay. Good, and release. Bringing the right hand to the outer edge, sending the right leg back into your high plank position. And let's flow it out with our chaturanga, lowering down to the mat or knees, chest, chin. Pushing up to your upward facing dog. And then into your downward facing dog. Nice breath in here, deep breath in. And then maybe a sigh. Good, lift the heels, bend the knees, and just take a little hop to the center of the mat. Come into a comfortable seated position, right into some side body stretches, bringing the left arm all the way up and over. Some final touches on our mat, final stretches, lifting up and over the other side. And then coming back to center, let's extend our right leg out. Left foot comes in, lifting the arms all the way up, and then try to reach towards that right foot. And every inhale, just lengthening the spine. And then on the exhale, melting forward. Left arm guides you as you come all the way back up. Take the opposite arm, swing it around as you come up onto your knee, lifting the hips forward, just a little stretch. And then coming back to center, switching legs. Left foot out, right comes in. Inhale, reach up, and then reach towards your left foot. You'll always find one foot's a little stickier than the other. One leg always needs a little bit more work in their flexibility. Connect with your breath. And then rolling yourself up. Come into your Baddha Konasana, heels and toes to touch. A little flap of your butterfly wings as you sit up nice and tall. And then you could drop your head down. Maybe a little roll from side to side if you have a little bit more stiffness in your neck. Good, have your feet find the mat. And we're just going to drop one knee down and the other. And the goal is to have your knee touch your ankle, side to side. Good. And then bring your feet to the top of the mat, lifting up into our boat pose. So we're going to lift our shins parallel with the mat. Just take your hands behind your knees. Try to squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Lift, lift, lift. Always option to take a block and put it between your knees as well, and you could squeeze it so you're working your inner thighs as well, inner legs. Then reach your hands forward. If you're shaking, it means it's working. Squeeze the block or your knees together. Good, and then you can release the block to the side, lift once more, and then have the feet fall towards the top of the mat, lying down, one vertebra at a time, lower down to your mat. Give yourself a nice, beautiful head to toe stretch here. Have your toes to touch. Nice, beautiful inhale. Really feel your lungs expand here. And then as you exhale, release your hands down to your side, bending your left knee in towards the chest, flexing that foot. And just bring your left knee in towards the body and out towards your armpit. Out. So in and out, just a little bit of movement with that left knee. And then straighten the left leg. You're gonna walk your hands up towards your ankle. You can lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Pull the left knee in towards your head. You can grab onto your foot. If this is too much or you find that your leg keeps hovering, you can bend your right leg as well. Or keep it straight on the mat. And then slowly release down, and we're gonna switch sides. Bend the right knee into the chest, flexing both feet. Connect with your breath. Knee comes out to the side, and then in towards the body, so just a little bit of movement. Being mindful of how this feels. And then straightening the right leg. Then maybe you're just grabbing behind the knee like this and you have a nice 90-degree angle with both legs, that's fine. You want to try to reach your hands up towards your ankle. As long as that left leg is not lifting up off of the ground. Again, option to bend the knee, have your foot on the mat. Good, and then release down. Have your feet, both feet find the mat as you lift up into your bridge pose, lifting those hips up nice and high. Maybe you want to do a bind. Take your hands, interlace them behind. Option to lift your hips a little bit higher, maybe tucking your hands on your lower back. A little bit of movement with the lower body if you can and if it feels good. And then lowering yourself down. Bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze your knees as you rock from side to side. And now for our inversion. So we're either coming up for waterfall, so we would flex our feet, bring our arms up as well. You could point your toes, flex your feet. Or if you want to come into your shoulder stand or plow, you can then rock your hips up, supporting your lower back. Point your toes, lift your toes up towards the ceiling. And then option to bend your knees, bring them in towards your head. And then maybe extend your legs back, straighten your elbows, play with plow. See how this feels, be gentle and listen. Make sure that you keep your head or your neck centered. And then slowly make your way into waterfall if you're not already there. Grab the outside of your feet, come into happy baby, a little rock from side to side. Did a lot of hip opening stretches. Should feel really nice. And then before our Shavasana, let's go into a nice, beautiful twist. So just drop both knees over towards the right side. Reach your arms out to the side or into cactus. And then look over your left shoulder. Connect with your breath. Maybe close your eyes. Good, and then bring both knees back to center, shifting the hips to center if they moved, and let both knees fall to the left. Looking over towards the right. And then bring the knees back to center and straightening both legs out, taking a moment into your Shavasana. Bringing your feet about 2 inches apart, palms facing up, relaxing your shoulders down. Connect with your breath, close your eyes. Just taking a few moments just for yourself, relaxing every part of your body. Really feeling your toes and your feet heavy, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Feel the lower part of your body melt into the mat. And then feeling your chest, your belly, shoulders heavy, your hands, forearms, your elbows and shoulders. And then finally feeling your head relaxing on your mat, relaxing your face, your jaw, your eyes. Taking a few moments just for you, just for yourself. And if you want to stay in your Shavasana, please do. If you want to close the practice together, let's bring our left arm up over our head, roll over towards our side, our left side. Take a little moment in our fetal position. And then pushing yourself up, keeping your eyes closed and these beautiful energies in as you come up into a comfortable seated position. Placing your hands to your heart, or to prayer, or even on your lap. We come together and we give thanks and gratitude for this beautiful practice, for our healthy bodies and our healthy minds, and for all the amazing people we get to share our life with. May we now take this positive energy that we now have and share it with all those that we love. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Namaste.